what does you, a person who's rich, who doesn't know what struggle is like, and who also talks about the fact that you use your own son's blood, have to add to us as humanity?
Yeah. Hi, Chelsea.
Hey.
I grew up with four other siblings, single mom. My mother made my clothes because we didn't have enough money for her to buy clothes for me. I went to school and I got made fun of because my clothes didn't fit and they were awkward. I didn't have money my entire life. I became an entrepreneur. I struggled for 14 years with no money whatsoever. So I understand what it feels like to have no money. I know what it feels like to be poor. So I've been through that. I also was chronically depressed for 10 years. I wanted to commit suicide desperately. I really would have committed suicide had it not been for my three kids. I felt like I had a responsibility to them. So I understand struggle. I understand pain. I was, 50 pounds overweight. I was in a terrible shape. And so I understand what it's like to be that way. My argument is not to criticize you or anyone else, but I'm arguing is that companies have built their products to make you addicted and to make you ill.
Do you not think that you're addicted to trying to stay alive?
So let me get this straight. You come at this guy from an approach as if he's been fed via a silver spoon his whole life. He then proceeds to defend his argument and tell you his background, that he was like everybody else, the average person, or even in poverty, struggled for 14 years, thought about killing himself and committing suicide. But if it had not been for his three kids, he probably would have done it. And your response to that is, you don't think you're addicted to staying alive? And I've seen this lady online before. She's left-leaning and a liberal. Not really surprised by that. But there seems to be this notion among that ideology, and I've said this many times before. These people genuinely think that the people who actually make a lot of money and they get to that status and that level by working hard, these people are somehow jealous and they can't stand the fact that somebody else is well off and better off than them financially. I'm telling you, man, if leftists and liberals genuinely think that everybody else should pay for their lifestyle and they should never ever have to work hard for what they have. They genuinely feel like everybody should be on the same level playing field, and other people through their hard work should not be rewarded in a spectacular way. If anything, what I learned from that guy's, I would call it testimony, right, is that if you work hard and you actually have things that matter to you, i.e. his children, or maybe you're a person who wants to work hard for their parents, or you want to get your parents out of poverty, like, it's actually possible to do it. And moaning and bitching about everybody else's, not contributing to your success is always going to be a red flag. But, that's just what liberals believe in.